Clacton-on-Sea in Essex, IG-88.
Constructed by Team Vader, and very much from the dark side.
This is Team Vader. Hello, Team Vader.
Hello there. Hello.
I must say, this looks like a frightening robot to me.
When it's working, it is quite dangerous, certainly.
I mean, what is that, for example?
I'm claiming it to be a bi-rotational axe.
Does that mean it's an axe that spins?
It is indeed, and it goes both ways.
A sloped pyramid-shaped robot with the bi-rotational spinning axe. It lacks self-righting, has thin armour and slow weaponry, and that's what they say about it, for goodness sake.
From Farnham in Surrey, Scorpion.
Looks deadly, but others have drawn its sting in the past.
That looks like quite a frightening disc.
Well, we'll tear someone apart if we get given the chance. That's a fast disc.
It looks pretty frightening.
All the weight's on its outer edge. We run it at way over 4,000-5,000 RPM, so it will go through quite a lot. And that one's dangerous within 2 seconds.
I'm getting a bit scared now.
Well, you know, it's an arachnid. They're very hard to kill.
Especially with a 400mm high-speed spinning disc, perhaps the most destructive in robot or strong armour, can run either way up. A dark horse, perhaps.
From Harborne in Birmingham, Tomohawk.
They sent a warning by fax. We'll cleave you with our axe.
You've got a big axe there.
I have indeed.
Can you do a lot of damage with that axe?
Well, that's the intention. So we've seen what we're up against. Nasty spinners as usual. I always seem to get spinners for some reason.
Is that your biggest nightmare?
That's everyone's biggest nightmare, I think.
Not now, though.
Yeah, I've bolted some extra armour on the side over the weekend, so we'll see what happens.
Good luck.
Thank you.
See ya.
A new robot with a pneumatic axe flipper, aluminium and polycarbonate body. It's a fast self-righter, it has a low profile, but the new track design is largely untested.
From Newcastle in Staffordshire, the Stag.
Never beyond round 1 in 2 previous Robot Wars.
Loving your hat?
Yeah, well, thanks very much. It's here again, controlling everything.
Brilliant. Is it controlling you?
Oh, yes, entirely.
Now, have you got past the first round? You
Not
haven't.
yet.
Do you think you're going to do it this year?
No.
Right.
Yes, an invertible 2-wheel driven robot based on the Stag Beetle with a 7-ton hydraulic pincer, powerful weapon but exposed wheels, and the armour is weak again.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. IG-88, captained by Paul Rose on the left, Scorpion on the right, with little Sarah Bell in there. Paul Kendrick and Stuart Barnwell of Tomohawk on the left, and the Stag team there on the right-hand side. Little David Martin's 12. There's Cassius Chrome for the house robots. Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So, out they come. Scorpion to the centre of the arena. An early blast from Tomahawk. IG-88's flailing weapon looks powerful, doesn't it? The bi-rotational spinning axe, they called it. Ooh, it does look formidable. The Tomahawk is more statuesque. And I wonder if it's going to be quick enough, and I wonder if Tomahawk is okay. The Stag won't be if it continues like that. Look at it, up in the air, the Stag Beetle, and got a shove as well from Scorpion for its pains. But to me, Tomahawk's finished. I don't know if the ref board will come in and have a look. The Stag's looking at the pit release. We saw a little picture of Mark Pepper there, the driver of the Stag, looking on as well with a funny helmet on. And Tomahawk's being pushed and shoved. Had one cleave with the axe, and then Mark and the rest of the team out there watched as Tomahawk was immobilised. IG-88 working up the flail. The Stag is in trouble from Scorpion, or is it? Or is it squeezing Scorpion onto the flailing blade of IG-88? I think it was, which is good control. So if Tomahawk has gone, it's 2 from the remaining 3. Oh, what's happened to the Stag? It's reversed straight into the pit of oblivion! And we know that Stag Beetles can't self-right! That's the end of Tomahawk, of course. But those 2 survive. to create a little bit of damage and infighting. They survived because Tomahawk was roughly awful and the Stag was suicidal. Go on, Cassius Crow. A little bit of ducking and diving going out there. Oh, look at the damage now. What are they doing? They needed to keep out of trouble, surely, from IG-88. They were through the Scorpion. And that could cost them later on. The batteries there exposed. And if IG-88 can get to grips with Scorpion, although they're through, and that's that armament panel of the Scorpion tossed out of the arena, although they're through, they could have major problems later on. That's the body that was Tomahawk. There's no life left in it. It's a Robot Wars corpse in the dead zone and in the drop zone. And that is a heavy metal Ocean Boy. Oh, boy, oh boy. That is no longer a Robotier's toy.
Cease.
The aluminium and polycarbonate body popped. And the innards revealed. Look at this. That's no plastic, Ocean Boy. That is real heavy metal.
Well, Stag gets hunted down and pushed into the pit of oblivion. And oh boy, Tomahawk gets a boy dropped on it. IG-88, the new kids on the block, they go through along with Scorpion.